What is up, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melita, and this channel is all about where fashion and inspiration meets. So today we're going to talk about we're going to have a lounging with Lett, and we're going to talk about letting your children have a relationship with the other side of the family, as long as they're not crazy. Okay, don't get it twisted. So that's what today's topic is going to be about. Go on, get comfortable, and come on back. Okay, guys. So recently, Shari, my daughter, I have a daughter and a son for those that don't know. My daughter recently turned 23, and for her birthday, she decided to go see her uncle. Now, everybody that knows me knows I don't have no brother, okay? So that uncle, that is on her dad's side. And so, you know, as she was, you know, making her trip preparations and telling me how excited he was, you know, that she was going to come and visit him because he lives in Denver, Colorado. It got me to thinking, you know, about how I was happy that I did not have a nasty attitude or try to keep her away from the other side of her family, okay? Because when you have a child, there is two sides to that coin, you know, unless you have your child another way, you know. There's two sides to that coin. Your child is made up of not only you, but another person. And for me, just because it doesn't work out with that other person, or in our case, if the other person is not even, doesn't want to be active or doesn't know how to be active. Because everybody that has a child, listen, that doesn't mean they're meant to be a parent or they're going to be a great parent. That parenting thing, man, it's the roll of the dice. And for me, I don't know. I don't know. I was never one of these people. People know this about me too. And I even share it, you know, with my kids. Like, I wasn't one of those people that was like, yes, when I grow up, I want to have children. I want to, what? I was never that type of person. I mean, to be honest, I don't even like kids. They are so annoying, okay? They're annoying. They can't, and you know what I especially don't like? I don't like babies. They can do nothing for themselves. You have to do everything. No, thank you. You can have it, you know. Some people, they love a baby, honey. Not me. Miss me with that. When they can talk and use the bathroom by themselves, holla back. But then not really, okay? They got to be big. I cannot. I can't do it, okay? So, that was me, you know. And when I hit 20 and was messing with somebody, I just happened to get preggers. And I was like, oh, well, okay. All right, then. Here we go with this. And so, hey, and here we have Shari, okay? But when that relationship didn't work out, it was never in me to be, I don't know, like nasty about it, bash the person. Like, I never bashed Shari's dad in front of her. I think it is very tacky. And I hate that some parents do that because, trust me, if that parent is trash, that child will find out. You don't have to say nothing. Like, I never had to say anything. And, you know, it was one point when Shari went to college, her and her dad, he came around. The funny thing, y'all, wait a minute. Y'all want to know something funny? Now, although I don't bash people, I definitely draw lines in the sand, right? And so he was around when Shari was graduating high school. I don't know why this dude thought he was getting an invitation to the graduation. What? Are you crazy? We not doing that. Now, I ain't never bashed a person or none of that. But if you think you coming in for a celebration that you had no parts in, listen, that's a different story, and it's going to be a no for me, okay? It's going to be a hard no, okay? In bold letters, exclamation points, okay? You're not coming. And I basically had to have that conversation like, no, you're not coming. You can stop asking her about a ticket. You shouldn't be asking her about no tickets. Her graduation tickets is adult business. You need to have that conversation with me. You're not coming. You have not been consistent. And check this out. I wasn't even yelling or nothing. I was just talking because, you know, at that point I didn't care. Like, please, are you serious? All that daycare I had to pay for, all that everything I had to pay for, I could care less, okay, about his feelings at her high school graduation, okay? That's a pat on my back, okay? Job well done. And what I said was, if you're consistent, she will have many more graduations because she's going off to college. If you're consistent with your relationship with her, we'll see you at the college graduation. Now, Corona happened and she didn't have one. But if Corona didn't happen, he wasn't going to be there. Why? Because he wasn't consistent. Okay, how about that? And so by the time she was 18, you know, I was able to say, I still didn't say anything bad, you know. He, you know, talked and was like, yeah, I was this, and this, whatever. Okay. So, but let's get back to the fact that I never kept her away from her side of the family, because I think it's really important for children to know all aspects of what makes them them. You know, you have a mom, you have a dad, you have personality and attributes from both sides of those coins. You know, it could be a grandmother, it could be a grandfather, it could be an uncle, it can be whatever. Because the funny thing is, people think Shari looks like me. She doesn't at all. You know who Shari looks like? Shari looks just like her grandfather. I'll pop up a picture of her graduation, her high school graduation photo. And that's who she looked like. Like the nose, that's who she looked like. So I guess she looked like her father. I guess, I don't know. But yeah, but it was never in me to not let her have that type of relationship with them. And, you know, I also raised her to don't be using your grandfather as a sugar daddy. I will never forget one time she told me she called him and asked him for something. Let me tell y'all something. I went off. I said, you did what? I said, well, when was the last time you called him just to see how he was doing? And she looked at me. I said, check this out. Do not call him asking him for stuff, and that's the only phone call you make to him. Don't do that. You call him and you chit chat with him. You have a relationship with him. He ain't no bank to where you just call and ask for money. I mean, guys, how tacky is that? That's another thing. Y'all better raise y'all kids to have relationships with people, not using them as piggy banks. I mean, that's disgusting, okay? Trashy, in my opinion, okay? According to Lett, okay? So yeah, so and I mean, Shari's grandfather, he made it easy for me because he wasn't a butthole. You know, he wasn't overbearing. He wasn't, you know, bossy. You know, because I do know that there are, so for me, it was a grandfather. Yeah, Shari's grandfather is married, but the wife isn't her father's biological mom. It's his stepmom. So that was a little different, you know, because y'all know how these mothers be with their sons. You know, they'll be taking up for them, knowing they're trifling, taking up for them, calling, harassing you. Okay, so listen, in that scenario, they might not be able to have a relationship with them until they're older. And then they can just go, and the mom or whatever don't, and the grandmother, you don't even have to deal with them, okay? Maybe that'd be best in that scenario. But still let the grandmother call and talk to them and stuff like that. You know, but if she all, you know, the son is a mama's boy, don't nobody got time for that, okay? So I guess I was blessed in that regard. Like, them daddies was not around, and I had to raise the kids by myself. But I didn't have to go through any, like, you know, other family members giving me a hard time. Okay? Because y'all know, in my 20s anyway, they would have got cussed out. If you know me, you know. Okay? In my 40s, you know, no. We're Jesus, girl. We're not doing those types of things. We're just going to pray you away. Okay? That's what I do now. Pray you away. But anyway, you know, and despite the fact that Shari didn't have her father, she still had her grandfather. Is it the same? Absolutely not. But it helps. A little bit. Because the girl is still in therapy. Okay? Because I had to tell her, listen. If you having a hard time with your emotions, you know, and you want to just divert everything back to the fact that, you know, your dad wasn't around, you need use my copay. You still on my health insurance, okay? Until you about 26. Get you a therapist, okay? Let them help you, because I cannot. Okay? We have come to the end of the road on my parenting abilities. All right? So yeah, that's another thing. When your kids get older, if they didn't have the man ain't, their daddy ain't been there, they ain't had no male figure. Listen, you need to check them into a therapy session stat. S-T-A-T, stat. Okay? Because they gonna be messed up out here in these streets. It's only so much you can do for them. And then they need to go cry on somebody's couch so that they can get their life together, okay? That's always my advice to people. What? People, what's happening? Okay, you need two things. My prescription, Jesus, all right? The word of the living God is always going to help you, okay? And then a therapist, okay? With those two things, you are unstoppable in this world, okay? So yeah. I have... And so, you know, it was such a blessing for me, you know, that Shari wanted to go and see her uncle. She was like, I hadn't seen him in so long since he moved out there. So I'm going to go out there and see him. Cute, right? So cute. Booked her a little hotel. Go ahead, girl. Bye, girl. So grown, though, right? So, yeah. So once that happened, I said, oh, that's a cute topic to talk about. Let me go talk to my peeps and let them know. Okay? Only if the family ain't crazy, though. Don't forget that part, okay? Nice, wholesome families. You know that's not going to get on your nerves. Because don't nobody need that. If you already raising kids by yourself, you don't need nobody getting on your nerves, okay? So I was blessed that I ain't had nobody getting on my nerves. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. And I will catch you guys on my next video.